What is going on, comic book community? Welcome to another episode of Josh's Comics. Today, I decided to switch it up, and I'm going to show you my top 10 best books that I managed to find at my local Second and Charles. If you don't know, Second and Charles is like a used book, comic, game, movie store. I picked up some really great books. So what we're going to do is when we come back, I will show you some footage of me just hunting around, and then we'll get into the haul, so stay tuned to find out about my top 10, or my top 10 favorite best pickups from Second and Charles.
Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a bad chick. All the boys stare, can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears, short skirt and a jacket. I just wanna get her all alone on a mattress. I just wanna have it, I just gotta have it. Rumors all around say her body is fantastic. All natural, not a piece of fur is plastic. Head to her toes, yeah, they say that she's a latch. Yeah, the whispers all around say she has a reputation. Don't believe it till I see it, so I want a demonstration. And I've always learned it better with a hands-on education. So I need a private session, if you get what I am saying. And they say that she's not easy, no, she's really complicated. But that only makes it better, and it's got me so fixated. And I'm not the type to wait around, I've never hesitated. But she's...
Alright guys, so after watching the videos you can see, it's, wasn't much, but it gives you an idea of what I'm working with when I go to my local Second and Charles and when I'm hunting. And everything is a little mixed in there. Everything's all over the place, even when it has marked as DC and marked as, say for instance Batman or X-Men or whatever the case may be, you're always going to find different titles mixed in. The lower bins on the ground tend to be some of the better hits, where you'll find more of the hidden books, better books, I would say. And I pretty much picked out my local Second and Charles for the last couple months, but I've managed to pick up some really great books. The most expensive ones were like $4.95. I think there's a few of them in this pile, but a lot of these books retail $10 or above at least, so there are keys in here. And yeah, let's check it out. We'll start off with this first one. This is Doctor Strange, issue number 1 by Jason Aaron, and it was $1.95. And this book, other than a little tiny dent here in the corner, this thing is near mint. I believe it is the first appearance of the Strange Academy, if I'm not mistaken. This is like a $10 book right now, and it also has to do with Strange, I believe, being a teacher teaching students or something like that in the Strange Academy. And this book has gone up a little bit in value. But I didn't even, when I picked this up at the time, it wasn't because of that. It wasn't even on the key collector info for doing that as of yet. They didn't announce the show. I just picked this up because it was an issue 1, and issue 1s tend to be sometimes good bets. So for $1.95, I said why not. The second book is in another issue number 1. It's Wonder Woman from the New 52. This one was actually $6.95. It has a little bit of value to it, but not that much. The New 52 run tends to be hit or miss depending on the characters. Probably when it was at $6.95, I probably shouldn't have bought it. But hey, it's a number 1 Wonder Woman, and who knows what the future of the DCU is going to be for Wonder Woman, if they're going to take from the New 52 run, or what we're going to do, so we'll see. This next book is a bit of a nice little key. This is Justice League from the New 52 by Geoff Johns, issue number 24. This is near mint, and I also picked this up for $1.95. And this is the first cover appearance of Forever Evil. It's the evil version of the Justice League. Tends to be a little bit of a nice little key and nice little pricey book. I've actually found... I don't know if I have another copy. I don't think I have it here. I have another copy, though. I've managed to find a few copies of this actually at my secondhand shows. Anytime I see it, I definitely pick it up and grab it. But yeah, nice little key to have. Another book I picked up is Wonder Woman 755. It is a variant cover. It was $2.95, and I'm actually going to... Well, you can see on the back... cover B, first appearance of the Four Horsemen. I'm going to take this out so you guys can see the whole full cover. I know this variant cover apparently is kind of nice, and with the addition of the Four Horsemen, there are like 2 spine ticks on the back. Baby spine ticks, but other than that, this book is in near mint condition. And yeah, you know, variant, you know, again, Wonder Woman, love Wonder Woman, and for $2.95, and knowing that it's a sweet variant cover, couldn't pass up on that. Now we're gonna get into the last 5 books we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, last 5 books here, a little bit more pricey with some bigger keys. This one isn't much of a big key, but I think it's still got worth some value. And when I saw it digging through the bins, I kind of like had a freak out moment. You ever like search through dollar bins or just searching through bins and you see it like a massive book and like you can't believe it? And at first I thought like this was the original, and it's not. I wish it was. It would be a steal of a deal. For 95 cents, I picked up the Image First, The Walking Dead #1. I believe this is like one of the... I don't know what reprints you would call it, but the Image First, I guess, you know, reprint. When I first saw it, I was going through the bins, and I saw the title, The Walking Dead, and I knew like the background, and I saw Rick. And I thought it was like an original issue, 1 for 95 cents. I was gonna freak out, but it wasn't. Still, I think it was a great pickup. I think this still has some value to it. I would love to own an original Walking Dead one day, but we'll have to wait and see. But for 95 cents, I could not pass up this book. This next book was a surprise to me. And looking at it, I mean, with a press, I'd probably hit... It's probably new and mint. A lot of these books most books at Second and Charles tend to be new and mint, or high 9s at least. Certain, you know, other books. I'll give you a few examples in a couple minutes, but this is Hawkeye #1. This is like a $20 book. I got this. There was now the bag. This isn't the original bag, because it didn't have no board when I picked it up. So I got this. I put in a new bag and board. This is only $2.95 as well. Probably get a 9.6, 9.8 out of it after a nice press. So I'm happy with that. I really couldn't believe I found this. And yeah, nice little pickup, especially for the future of Hawkeye. You know, Kate Bishop, especially with after the accident with Jeremy Renner, where I don't know if he's ever going to come back to acting, and if he does, I'm sure he's going to be in a limited role as Hawkeye anyway. But Kate Bishop, obviously being the future Hawkeye in the show and in the movies, so I figured that was a great pickup. Moving on, so this book, there's 2 actually Captain America or Captain Marvel books I picked up that I didn't even know had value. I just picked them up again because of the issue #1s. This is Captain Marvel issue #1, and I believe this is volume 3, for $4.95. This is like a $15 book right here. This is the storyline of the Further, Higher, Faster Baby tagline story that is inspiration that they use for the Captain Marvel movie. Fortunately, the glare is kind of bad with the light, but still, for $4.95, again, near mint, great pickup. And like I said at the time, it was just an issue 1. I figured, hey, you might as well pick it up. This one, another issue 1 that I thought was volume 1. It is not. It is volume 2, because volume 1 would be an amazing find at Second and Charles. For $2.95, Young Avengers #1. Volume 2. This is actually a nice little key, as well as being a bit of a nice pricey book as well. This, however, is probably mid-range. It's got a few ticks. It's got a few ticks that are definitely pressable out, but there's some that are color breaking and a little bit of rubbing down here on the corner. But hey, you know, for $2.95 for Young Avengers #1, why not? This book, again, Captain Marvel #1. This is her second appearance as Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel appeared in Amazing Spider-Man, and I forget the issue, but that was her first appearance, and this is her second appearance, but ongoing title. It's Captain America now for $2.95, issue #1. This is a bit of a pricey book as well, and this book is also near mint. Funny thing, those two Captain Marvel books, this one and the other one, I didn't know how big of keys they were until probably about a month ago, maybe less, when I started looking up, like, oh, okay, the Marvel trailer showed up, and, you know, a key collector always look to see what books are hot when the trailers come out, and to see those two on the list and to see the prices, I was like, wait a minute, I think I have those. Went back in my box collections over here, going through my books, and yeah, I had them, so great pickups on my part, you know, picking up issue #1s, whether they're characters you like or dislike, or even if you don't think there's value, there always could be, so this is a great pickup, and happy to have that. The last book that I picked up, which is probably the most expensive book out of all of these, is Captain America issue #16 by Ed Brubaker for $1.95, and this thing... This book is probably near mint too. I see one little pressable tick or crease, and that's it. And for $1.95, like I said, Captain America issue #16, the first appearance of Sin, Red Skull's daughter. This book is climbing currently. I want to say between like a $30 to $50 book currently right now, near mint. And speculation, I don't know if it's speculation, but the rumor, well, yeah, I guess it is speculation, that Sin is supposed to show up in the new Captain America movie. So, you know, this book's been climbing, and I'm happy to have it. The funny thing was, I bought a near mint, like 9/8 copy raw for about $50 last year. And then I went to my local Second and Charles, and at the bottom bins that I was telling you guys about, I was digging and digging, and I found this book for $1.95. I couldn't believe it. My obviously my 9/8 near mint copy is in like top shape. That'll be sent in. This book, and not only that, but I actually have I believe another copy of this. Yeah, I picked up this. Not this issue. Well, I did pick up this issue, another copy of it for $2 at a Facebook Marketplace find. But one of these books, I'm probably going to be doing a free giveaway eventually in the future. So I'm happy to have this. And like I said, I mean, to find us at Second and Charles. And the reason why I want to do this video is to let people know about Second and Charles. Let you guys know that, hey, you can find some really great stuff at Second and Charles. I mean, don't expect to find an Amazing Fantasy 15 or anything like that, but you can find $40, $50, $60 books in their bins for less than $5. They do have some, as you could see in the video, they have a display case. They do have their pricier issues. Some of those books, though, are not, I wouldn't say are worth what they actually are. They tend to mark it up a bit. I've seen books in the regular diving bins where you don't have to ask anybody to unlock the display case for some high money, which I just don't understand. But with that being said, biggest pickup out of Second and Charles. Showing you guys off my top 10 books I picked up from there. And I'm going to keep going back. I go back once a month, usually to Second and Charles, just to see what they have, because they always get some new books in. And it's hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes I just find great covers, and they may not even be keys. They're just issues I'm trying to collect and complete. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is kind of fun for me to do a top 10. I'm working on a few other videos I want to do. Not just haul videos. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have plenty of haul videos coming up in the future. But I also wanted to do something a bit different on the channel for you guys. And figure this is fun and a good time. So, guys, do me a favor. Hit that like button and that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Also hit the bell notification button to get notified of my future content. And, yeah. As far as announcements, the only big one I have is Back Deck Comic Fest. It's going to be on the 27th of May, which is Saturday, I believe. I believe it's the 27th. And, that's it for now. So, as always, stay safe, take care of each other, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Okay, guys, so you're probably watching this. You looked at my top 10 best books I picked up from secondhand shows. Well, why I filmed that earlier this morning, I went to my local comic book shop and secondhand shows as well, and I just found the biggest book ever in secondhand shows. This book is huge. It's currently on Key Collector, and it actually goes for, I mean, the highest they have is $325, I think. I see copies on eBay, like 9.6s, 9.8s, selling for over $500 plus. And this is Star Wars Thrawn number 6, the variant edition. I'm honestly stunned. Found this at my secondhand shows for $5, by the way, only. Probably the best find. When I picked this book up, I was shaken. What I do is I pick up all the books, I go through the bins, I get a stack of books, and then I go through them, seeing what they're worth, seeing if they're keys. And I saw this, and I didn't think it was a key, but I'm glad I picked it up anyway. I said, Star Wars, it's on, I know he's coming, I know his stuff kind of just heated up. Man, when I pulled up Key Collector and I saw issue 6, I was like, okay, it's like a $20 book for the regular edition. But this is a variant. So I'm like, all right, maybe the variant will be a little bit more. Sometimes variant's a little bit less. But when I saw that price, I could not believe what I found. Extremely happy. So I'm adding this onto the YouTube video. Now it's my top 11 best pickups at secondhand shows. And like I said, keep going to secondhand shows if you have them around you. You guys can find great, amazing books. I'm still really amazed. I mean, walking up to the cashier, I was literally like pulling out my card, like my hand was shaking because I was just like, I've never found such a huge book like this. Especially for the price, for $5. I mean, it's ridiculous. But anyway, guys, I hope you like this video. I hope you like this edition. And, stay safe, take care of each other. And we will see you guys in the next episode of Josh's Comics.